comeback player of the year. This one is very odd to me, but the more I thought about it, the more maybe it makes sense. The odds-on favorite, obviously, Damar Hamlin of the Bills. He's only grabbed, though, the fourth most tickets so far. He's a huge favorite at minus 275 to win comeback player of the year, which makes sense considering everything that he went through. So how is Russell Wilson of the Denver Broncos getting 22% of the tickets and the majority of the handle at nearly 20% over at BetMGM? Jinx, explain it to me if you can, but are you leading the way to bet on Wilson? Or are you walking away from this one?
I'm walking away, but I can't explain it. I can explain it very easily. Weed is very much legal in the state of Colorado. Okay. And it's like, hey, man, what do you think? You think Russ is going to have a good year? Who cares, bro? Just do it. All right, man. That's all it is. That's all. You guys are high as a kite. Russell Wilson is not going to win comeback player of the year. If you want to come back and he wins it and you're like, oh, old takes exposed, fine. I don't care. Russell Wilson has not done anything to make me think he's going to be significantly better. And his receiving core is all banged up. Like, he doesn't even have the weapons around him where maybe he can pull back and even drive the car. We're giving way too much credit to Sean Payton here. I'm walking away.
This has nothing to do with Russell Wilson having a comeback season because Damar Hamlin came back from death. Like, yes. I don't think Russell Wilson is going to have that type of comeback. Like, oh, man, he had a bad season last year. Well, Damar Hamlin, died on the field. So nobody's going to beat that comeback story. But I think people are saying maybe there are some problems with Damar Hamlin possibly winning this award because he has to play to win it, doesn't he? Because the headline surrounding Damar Hamlin right now is just the fact that he has made the roster. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's a guarantee that he's going to have guaranteed playing time during the season. I do think from a storyline perspective, and, just if the Bills have a heart at all, they're going to say, okay, we're going to let Damar Hamlin play a few snaps just because the crowd's going to go absolutely wild. This is the single best story in the NFL right now and last season. So I feel like nobody takes it away from Damar Hamlin, but I think that is the sabotage factor, is that maybe Damar Hamlin does not play as much as people expect. And also the number. What's Russell Wilson? 25-1? You can bet $1 to win 25, aka you can bet $1 to win 25 Locos Tacos, man. Go to Taco Bell and you can get those. So I think it's value-based as well.
What is your take on James Franklin, the head coach, versus James Franklin, the recruiter? He's always recruited well. Is this his time to sort of step up and say, I can take this team to the next level?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I mentioned it's his 10th season, Jenks, at the helm.
Yeah.
And the final year of the 4-team college football playoff. I think there's got to be, if you're James Franklin, some hidden motivation, even if you'll never admit it, even if you only admit it to yourself in the mirror every morning, that you want to get into the CFP before it expands. Penn State is going to be, I think, a pretty frequent visitor to the CFP when it's 10, 11, 12 teams, however it ends up being arranged after all the conference realignment stuff sorts itself out this fall. The question is, can they be one of those teams to make it in the 4-team iteration of the CFP? I think that would be a big stamp of approval on James Franklin's tenure at Penn State to this point, if he can get them in to the 4-team edition of the college football playoff. Because look, we're always going to have questions about in-game tactics, about game day coaching. That's just Penn State fans. We've always got those questions until we see you get to that point. As a recruiter, you're right. I can't question his recruiting. He's got a great bunch of assistants under him that recruit incredibly well, too, including Terry Smith, his assistant head coach and secondary coach, who just continues to churn out defensive backs who are going to be NFL caliber draft picks. Kalen King is a guy who may end up being better than Joey Porter Jr. He's on the back end this year. He's one to keep an eye on. They keep finding talent. Now it's about proving that they can do something with that talent more than hit the roadblock and bang their heads against the wall of Ohio State and Michigan.
At times, as you know, that offense could be a real grind. So how much of a step up do they take this season?
Oh, it's like watching paint dry in the past. But I think we will have a big step up because McNamara under center, he's probably one of the best quarterbacks that Iowa has seen in quite some time. And offensive coordinator Brian Ferentz, Kirk Ferentz's son, he's got some stipulations in his contract this year that Iowa has to average a certain number of points on the season in order for him to keep his job. I don't recall that exact number. I want to say it's in the 30s, but that's going to make them play a little bit faster, maybe take some more deep shots, sling the ball around a little bit more, and really get that passing game going, which is something that they really have not had in the past. It's kind of just pound the rock on the ground and see what you can get, but I think things will open up for this offense a little bit more with the quarterback who can throw it and a pretty good receiving core this year. So I'm hoping, Jenks, that this offense is more fun to watch this season.
Yesterday when I was on Instagram and I saw your theory about Tom Brady returning to the Patriots, I thought also perfectly Lucy. So please explain to us your theory about Bailey Zappi being cut and Tommy returning to New England.
Yeah, well, I will say I put that on TikTok. It has 31,000 views and a lot of comments with some opinions on this. A lot of people are like, you're crazy. That's never happening. Some people are like, dream. Maybe it'll happen. I think what is going to happen yesterday, the Patriots cut both of their backup quarterbacks. Kind of an odd move, you could say. Mm-hmm. The first game of the season will be, thank you, Tom, welcome back, Tom Brady night. Tom Brady, if you recall, was a quarterback for the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots currently now have one quarterback. They might need another one. Tom Brady can still play football. I think Tom Brady misses football. The other day, he posted on his story a photo with his daughter from the time he was playing with the Patriots. Random, kind of random. Maybe he saw the photo and posted it, but to me, this screams he is missing football so much. He thinks about his time playing and he just wants to play. He was in a Patriots uniform in this photo with his daughter. So I believe that the New England Patriots will surprise everybody and bring back Tom Brady to play one more season, because why else would you get rid of all of your quarterbacks, all of them, and just have Mac Jones? Mac Jones will be the backup quarterback to Tom Brady, and he will play one more season. He will finish his career with the Patriots, and as it should be. Because I thought about this too when he left for the Buccaneers. The feeling, hearing that news, seeing that news, was okay. Anything is possible. Anything that you could imagine that was crazy, like that'd be crazy if that happened, could happen. It would be crazy if this happened. Crazier things have happened than Tom Brady returning to play one more season with the Patriots. Because why not? Because, I mean, he could sell his stake in the Raiders. I got a lot of, he's an owner of the Raiders. Okay, sell your stake in the Raiders. The owners could approve it. And so I think all the roadblocks could be unblocked, and he could run out there with the team with Mac Jones behind him this season. Could happen.